Imagine a figure shrouded in mystery, a prisoner hidden away, his face concealed behind an iron mask. This is no ordinary captive. This is the man in the iron mask. His story whispers through history, a tale of intrigue and speculation that has captivated generations. The mystery begins in the latter half of the 17th century, during the reign of Louis XIV, the Sun King of France. A time of grandeur and power, but also a time of secrets. Our story takes us to the depths of notorious prisons like the Bastille and the island fortress of Ile Sainte-Marguerite. Here, behind bars and shrouded in secrecy, the man in the iron mask lived his days. Who was he? Why was he imprisoned? And what secrets lay behind the chilling facade of his iron mask? The identity of the masked prisoner has been the subject of endless debate and theories. Some whisper that he was a nobleman who had fallen foul of the king, his existence a threat to the throne itself. Others believe he held a secret so dangerous, so explosive, that his true face could never be revealed. Join me as we delve into the heart of this enduring enigma and explore the... To understand the mystery of the man in the iron mask, we must first journey back to 17th century France. This was an era defined by the absolute rule of Louis XIV, the Sun King. France basked in the glory of its powerful monarch. His reign was a spectacle of opulence and authority, a golden age of art and culture. Yet beneath the surface of this dazzling court, a darker reality simmered. Intrigue and power struggles were the lifeblood of the French court. Nobles vied for the king's favour, their ambitions a dangerous game played out in the gilded cages of Versailles. The king's enemies, real or imagined, faced swift and often brutal justice. It was within this world of shadows and secrets that the man in the iron mask became a prisoner. His existence a silent testament to the absolute power wielded by the Sun King. The circumstances of his imprisonment remain shrouded in mystery. No official records exist to explain his crimes or justify his harsh treatment. Over the centuries, the mystery of the man in the iron mask has spawned countless theories and speculations, each attempting to shed light on the identity of the masked prisoner and the reasons for his confinement. Some of these theories are grounded in historical evidence, while others venture into the realms of speculation and intrigue. One of the most enduring and sensational theories proposes that the man in the iron mask was in fact the twin brother of Louis XIV himself. Imagine the scandal, the potential threat to the throne, if the existence of a twin were to be revealed. This theory suggests that the masked prisoner was hidden away to prevent any challenge to Louis XIV's claim to the throne. Another theory points to the possibility that the man in the iron mask was a high-ranking nobleman who had fallen from grace. Perhaps he had uncovered a dangerous secret or dared to oppose the king's will. His imprisonment, a brutal reminder of the consequences of crossing the Sun King. Theories surrounding the man in the iron mask are not limited to just twins and disgraced nobles. Some historians have proposed that the prisoner was, in fact, a high-ranking government official or a foreign spy who possessed sensitive information. His silence bought with the promise of a life, albeit one spent in the shadows. Another intriguing theory suggests that the masked prisoner was a participant in a plot to overthrow Louis XIV. Perhaps he was a nobleman with his own claim to the throne or a supporter of a rival faction within the French court. His imprisonment, a way to neutralize the threat and serve as a warning to any others who dared challenge the king's authority. It is difficult to separate fact from fiction when it comes to the man in the iron mask. The lack of concrete evidence has allowed speculation to flourish, turning the prisoner into a blank slate upon which historians and storytellers alike have projected their own interpretations. Section 5. Beyond the Bars, the man in the iron mask in popular culture. The enduring mystery of the man in the iron mask has transcended the realm of history and seeped into popular culture. The masked prisoner has become a symbol of intrigue, secrecy, and the abuse of power. His story has been told and retold in literature, film, and television, each adaptation offering its own interpretation of the man behind the mask. One of the most famous literary adaptations is Alexandre Dumas' novel, The Vicomte de Bragelonne. Dumas weaves the tale of the man in the iron mask into his epic narrative of the Three Musketeers. In Dumas' version, the masked prisoner is the twin brother of Louis XIV, hidden away to protect the throne. The story of the man in the iron mask has also been a popular subject for filmmakers. Numerous film adaptations have been produced over the years, each attempting to capture the mystery and intrigue of the legend. From lavish period dramas to action-packed thrillers, the man in the iron mask continues to fascinate and inspire filmmakers today. Section 6. Echoes of the enigma, modern scholarship, and the search for truth. While the legend of the man in the iron mask has been embellished and romanticized over the centuries, historians and researchers continue to delve into the archives, seeking to uncover the truth behind the myth. Modern scholarship, armed with new technologies and access to previously unexplored documents, is slowly piecing together a more accurate, albeit still incomplete, picture of the masked prisoner's life and identity. Recent research suggests that the mask worn by the prisoner may not have been made of iron at all. Some historians believe that it may have been made of velvet or leather, chosen for their ability to prevent the prisoner from speaking. While the true identity of the man in the iron mask may remain elusive, the search for answers continues. Historians and researchers are driven by the same curiosity that has captivated people for centuries. Their work reminds us that history is not a static collection of facts, but a living, breathing narrative that is constantly being re-examined and reinterpreted. Section 7. Separating fact from fiction, what we know and what remains hidden. Despite centuries of speculation and research, the identity of the man in the iron mask remains a mystery. While we may never know for certain who he was, we can separate some of the facts from the fiction that has grown around his story. We know that a masked prisoner held under unusual secrecy existed during the reign of Louis XIV. We know that this prisoner was moved between prisons, including the Bastille and Ile Sainte-Marguerite, and that he was treated with a strange mix of respect and harshness. We also know that his identity was a closely guarded secret, known only to a select few. What we don't know is far greater. We don't know for certain who the prisoner was, why he was imprisoned, or what became of him. The lack of conclusive evidence has allowed the legend of the man in the iron mask to flourish, fueled by speculation and our own fascination with the unknown. Section 8. The enduring allure of a mystery. Why the mask still fascinates. The story of the man in the iron mask continues to fascinate us centuries after his death. Why does this particular mystery hold such a powerful grip on our imagination? Perhaps it is the image of the mask itself, a symbol of secrecy and hidden identities. The idea of a man forced to conceal his face, his very identity, speaks to our deepest fears and anxieties. Or perhaps it is the historical context of the story that continues to draw us in. The reign of Louis XIV, with its grandeur and intrigue, provides a captivating backdrop for a tale of hidden identities and state secrets. The man in the iron mask becomes a symbol of the absolute power wielded by monarchs and the lengths to which they would go to protect their thrones. Whatever the reason, the legend of the man in the iron mask continues to capture our imaginations, reminding us. Section 9. A legacy of intrigue. The unanswered questions that linger. The man in the iron mask remains an enigma, a mystery that may never be fully solved. Yet it is in the unanswered questions, the lingering doubts, that the true power of this story lies. The man in the iron mask challenges us to confront the limits of our knowledge, to accept that some mysteries may never be fully explained. He stands as a silent reminder that history is not always clear-cut, that there are shadows and secrets lurking beneath the surface of even the most well-documented events. And as we continue to grapple with the enigma of his identity, we are reminded of the enduring power of a good mystery, a story that continues to fascinate and intrigue us long after the final page has been turned. So I leave you with this question: what do you believe happened to the man in the iron mask?